Alright guys, we're back. Previously we left off on our MSQ. What to do with that? Let's see. I guess I haven't started the MSQ. That must be back in more doing. Let's progress this story further. Earlier I was doing my relic weapon Trial of the Braves. Those books. Where am I with that actually? I need to do the fates. And we gotta talk to Alpha No. An influential Ishgardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light, and Alpha No would like nothing more than to oblige him. We have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Olivia. An audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are at the treat with Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights in Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See, directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Emeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I would not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of this plan. Would you request her permission to accompany me to Coerthas? Maybe you feel this would be a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. If so, I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the brush of a sword. Man, Alpha No, shut up. I'm pretty sure I was obliterating sylphs just a little while ago.
And to impress him, takes on multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador. By all means, I think it's a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alpha No believes your presence may help him to secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent. I take it Olivia has explained the situation. I have. She has. Yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the other city-states for decades. Why reach out now? With that I knew, the question of the motives is one to which I have given no small amount of thought. Alas, I know no more than is generally known. Same. What's going on? The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Alabathia's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop, who, by the way, is influenced by the freaking Asians. We saw that. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed by the wake of Alamigo's fall some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Sorry guys, I have a little sniffly problem right now. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. They have rejected every one of their former allies' calls to reopen dialogue, turning a deaf ear to their neighbors' plea even when the calamity loomed large. And on the fields of Cartano, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. They want nothing to do this. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I have explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Dang. Surely this can be considered a step in the right direction. Should hope so, rather than the lowly messengers we have been fobbed off with in the past. This time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. Of course, I am not so naive as to think that they come to us out of the goodness of their hearts. We have something they desire, though I have yet to find out what. But such is the nature of diplomacy. They will bring their agendas to the negotiating table, and so will I, along with a handful of incontrovertible truths. I see. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for I keep doing that. Camp Dragonhead, Olivia. Our old friend, Lord Horsefont, is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further integrated yourselves with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove useful to our cause. Please. Olivia, ever a welcome sight. Our hearths have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. Well, thank you. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. Quite the gentleman. This gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Horsefont's like, not you, kid. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Good. Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Horsefont. Forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you generously assisted us in the locating of the Enterprise. Nonsense! Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortin may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify this decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Emeric arrived at Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of a hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the entressory. He will grant you entrance and send word to other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Also, you can hear my bird in the back. Sorry about that. You can hear him singing songs of his people.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
It's this kid again. Yeah, that's a nice...
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Hey, I got it right, sort of.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emeric. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
She's a bad guy.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
Dang.
On what grounds?
Alphino, calm down, Alphino.
Despite their presence in Coerthas, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare.
What's going on in Dravania?
As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet.
Right.
Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Such devastation.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
I see. Okay.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange.
Gasp.
Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
Midgard-Sorma. What? Ah, darn it.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
Alright. So these Dravanians want to resurrect Midgard-Sorma, right? That's what I'm understanding from this conversation.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions.
Respectable.
Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Excuse me.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
I like his hairstyle.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked.
Otro.
It was ICEHEART, my lord.
What? By the Fury! All our precautions were for naught?
This is where Olivia comes in. It's fight time. It's time to crack those knuckles. Just when we were starting to make progress, and to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Horsefort and find out what he has learned. Alright. Hello, Killer Panda. This is Killer Panda, guys. If you know her, shout her out. Horsefort, your buddy boy, what's up, my guy? We need to talk about this attack. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you would be so kind as to elaborate. ICEHEART's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain. Every crate was seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. Poof! 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route. Knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Right. We did have a traitor. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of an ambush should be our first concern. Thoughtful face. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Horsefort said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack of discerning hidden truths, Olivia. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share the findings. There we go. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Lord Horsefort bids you speak with us. Then you must be... Ah, yes. Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. Like, yeah, take that! Tip your wagon. Whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier just to steal it, though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own hidden away off. Ah, but pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. So this person also has a thick skull. Alright, where do they have this guy at? Alright, let's see. No. Upstairs, then. Yes, here he is. The surviving squire. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as. Lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought. Some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek. And then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. Ooh. And then there was red everywhere I looked. I tried to fight but took a blow to the head. And by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't... I mean... They'd have killed me. So I just lay still and listened. ICEHEART's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. I figured something was going on with Shiva. Also, they're very ineffective at, like, killing people. They left one alive at every attack. Okay, we speak to Alphino. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady ICEHEART does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who is this Shiva the heretics spoke of? Have you not read a single line of it? The Enchiridion?
Get some help.
Enchiridion, I'm assuming. Master Alphino? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostle who lay down with dragons. Oh ho ho, I see.
Yeah, boy.
She down like that. Now, we cannot exact all foreigners to know Ishgardian scriptures so well, particularly when it comes to concerns the patron saint of heretics. Wait, you say she is the patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Horsefort, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a rather large quantity of crystals. I see. God. Do you not see? ICEHEART and her followers intend to summon Shiva as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Horsefort, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren at Revenant's Toll. An entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you. Though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Stoic nod from Olivia, as always. I'm gonna take those even-starred tights. We continue. On our next quest, we are in Strength in Unity. Silver, right? We're gonna take silver? Come on, give me some gold. Alright. The persistent attacks on our caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks. Of course, now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of crystal braves to assist us. As for you, Olivia, pray join me to White Brim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillemont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. I said good day. Alright, to White Brim it is then. Break! Mr. Drillemont! Get off the table, Olivia! The Scions of the Seventh Dawn wish to join in the hunt for ICEHEART. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I have just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Drillemont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak. That self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. We have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt, so says Emeric. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of crystal braves to White Brim Front. Given the gravity of our situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. 'Twould be in our best interests to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emeric. Olivia, and so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will provide an all too brief collaboration. ICEHEART will not elude to combine the combined forces of the Crystal Braves to the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillemont has one in mind. Let's hope so, Elfino. Heretic mage. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Look at its eyes hard again. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Who is this ICEHEART? So what's your plan, Drillerman? Dark words, dark deeds. Only the naive place all their hope in the success of a single solution, and Lord Drillemont is anything but. I didn't see what the item was. It seems as though we are always one step behind our quarry, ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn. I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume? Yeah, I have actually. We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as much the question of what steps might have been taken to prevent similar breach of security in future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in the White Brim Front. I remember now. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to ICEHEART's cause, he will have taken note to the motivations of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point we must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our efforts. Or our plans. I said that wrong. Let's see. Here we go. Our destination seems so inconspicuous. Let's just inconspicuously just stare at everyone, Olivia. Come on now. Let's see. Let's see if he meets up with any heretics. Watch him close, Olivia. The suspected heretic leaves to the southwest gate. Olivia, you still look so freaking...
Be very, very quiet.
Well, I guess not over here, right?
I'm hunting weapons.
He moves. The suspected heretic follows the road east. Olivia, he can't see you here. Oh, now he's running. He saw you. Alright, here we go. We lost track of him. I'm about to get ambushed, right? I bet you I'm about to get ambushed. Let's see. Ah, no. There he is. He walks further into the cave, and he meets someone. Hey! Where in the Seven Hells are you? I'm freezing my bullocks off here. Bollocks. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo, lower your voice or they'll hear us in White Brim Front. Yes, of course, the Temple Knights are mumble, mumble, mumble in Snowcloak. This is what you bring me? We already knew about mumble, mumble, mumble. Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels, mumble, mumble, dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, mumble, mumble. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Mumble, mumble. You sense the presence of powerful mark. Something just appeared. Just fall in like that. Ah! Alright, well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. With that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet, the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation, and confident that they can thwart it. The comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Take the boots! Even star boots. Our next stop. Next quest, First Blood. The Allied forces at Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Relemont would have you assist him in ensuring their safety. Alright. We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would be my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied of a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Helon is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Olivia. The lives of our allies are at stake. Alright. Hey! Let's give that guy a bad time. Heyo! Another fire toe. Hateful Harrier, away with you! More people than I have to thwart. Your numbers mean nothing to Olivia. Boom! That should be all of them. Fallen heretics effects. What did he drop? Okay. We are to go back to Whitebrim. Okay, here we are. And also, I just noticed that somebody noticed the same thing as me with the S mark. I wonder if we can join him. My knights sent no word of your coming, Olivia. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Effects. I'll take a sip of this water really quick. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while ICEHEART prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that he had caught him sooner. Dang. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. Everything was a fail from the start. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Durandare must defend reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Dang, so we gotta get ahead of these guys. Ah, here we go. The path of the righteous. Lord Drillamont recognizes that the situation in Snowcloak is coming to a head, and that decisive action must be taken. Time is of the essence, Olivia. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down. Ere their swords are drawn, but all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emeric everything we have discovered. Sir Emeric, I have news! Olivia! This is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, we shall place my knights on high alert. As Commander Levier been informed, the braves must be made aware. I think people are going to the gates of judgment to fight. And if people are, then I'm gonna join them. There he is. That's it, right? Ooh, look at these people! This is so cool. This is so cool. This is the first time I've ever been a part of any of this. Look at all these people here. Oh, that looks like the gear that I want to get then. So then it's possible. So is there a party finder now? Is it this one?
Yeah, Big Hoss. It looks like we got a 69 in progress. I'm gonna need you to send me in some good-ass backup. Yeah. So bring in the good-ass backup.
Ooh, this is so cool. Okay. Alright, let's start our rotation. Whoa, everything like is slowing down. He's dead, so dead. Wow. Woo. Nice. That's so cool. Nice. So cool. First S rank hunt I've ever been a part of. All right, let's continue. Let's continue with our quest here. All right. It must be here. I am certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. Hey, nice rhyme, Alpha. No. I dare not know how many are watching us at this very moment. True. Confound it! This is all wrong. ICEHEART has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Nani? Come here, girl. Ida! Easy! Whoa! That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Nice, the Crystal Braves. Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levier! The rest are here. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst this warren of tunnels lies the entrance to ICEHEART's lair. Summon the others, we're going in. A moment, Alphino. Papalimo steps in here. The tunnel is in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certain where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. Think first, Alphino. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies would only become an obstacle to our escape. Olivia. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emeric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever the tunnel leads. If you find ICEHEART at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into an unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many or Papalima will sulk. Something we're gonna need to duty up for. What be it? The entrance to the tunnel, madam? It's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Emeric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Snow cloak now accessible. Ah. Alright, nice. Let's duty on up. So Snow cloak be it is our next dungeon here. Formed in the aftermath of the calamity, the great ice wall has long been thought an impenetrable barrier between central and western Coerthas. In truth, however, the wall is riddled with hidden tunnels, which ICEHEART and her followers have used as a base of operations. You have been tasked with exploring one such tunnel in the hopes that it will lead you to the heretic's lair. Yet what dangers awaits are anyone's guess. Alright. So then, our next quest will be that of Snowcloak. I think I already dutied up, right? No, not yet. So, that'll be it for this episode. It's pretty exciting. I had my first S rank hunt. It was easy AF. I would assume, with so many people that joined up. That was so cool to see so many people at the same place. But yeah, we'll cut it there for this episode, and we'll start again with Snowcloak on the next video coming up. So yeah, I bid you guys farewell, and that's goodbye for now. Peace, guys.